As soon as the Rakan jumps in, you just pop the black shield and you get all of the time you want to wail away upon him. Irelia was the final pick there for H2K. So when you're playing into
now look at top lane.
Maxwell coming in as well, will land the wall jump, the flash in as well. Smitty J low, here comes Shook trying to stop Maxwell and Alfari in their tracks, but Alfari's having none of that flash forward. There's one, Shook trying to get the damage down, but it's not enough to take out a Mundo. And Misfits 3 and die. Teleport coming in as well here from the Mundo. Promiscu and Sheriff not in a good spot. Binding doesn't connect, but they're underneath the tower, and Misfits Goon Squad is on its way. Promiscu flashes away. Sheriff trying to survive as well, but that's one, and Promiscu has nowhere to go. Sankuk's the slow stare into the eyes of the Rakan as he says, well, I might as well dance before my death. Sankuk's gets the kill.
Misfits pick themselves up another 2 kills towards the bot side. We just talked about the vision. They were setting it for the play, and they have their eyes set already on the first tower of the game. Misfits are just so proactive in the early game. And once they get that once again, you know, we heard the analysts talk about how this should just be a stomp for Misfits. It's kind of what they want against a 0-5 team in the LCS and challenge H2K as they set up a siege on the top side.
This is a little bit dangerous. Mickey's going to be the first to come in. Senko's in the wings as well. Level 9. Maxwell jumps forward, hits onto Shook, puts him in the box and says, that's your place. Shook down first. Senko's now in the midst of 3 members of H2K. Promiscu trying to land the quickness, but the binding doesn't quite connect for Mickey. And Misfits will get the kill.
Setting his eyes on bot lane. I don't know if he can kill Alfari just yet.
No, I don't think so at all. I mean, that is the only lane where Smitty J actually has a CS advantage.
Misfits, they seem to be a cohesive, working unit, and they are just playing standard. It's something we talk so much about. Traditional AD carries in the bot lane. We're seeing strong bruises in the mid, but we've got to set our eyes on this jungle right now because H2K, they want to contest the red.
There's the quickness, lands straight on towards Maxwell, and he pops the exit win and actually gets himself away.
But now, Misfits, they want a bit of revenge. They have the enemy red buff in their sights, and here they go.
They also have Shook in their sights. Not your percentage, not their best stat, but still pretty good. That's another one. Mickey here pops the Soul Shackles onto Smitty J. Promiscu jumping in, looking for the guillotine, but can't quite connect it. Alfari teleported in behind H2K here. Now they're caught all ways to Sunday, I guess. I don't even know where I'm going with that, and H2K don't even know where they're going because they have to run back into.
And then he realized, oh no, I've over-committed. Another objective goes down in favor of Misfits. They have the Rift Herald on the mid lane. Now we see more action. Here we go, H2K still trying to be proactive.
Yeah, but 3 members of Misfits are just waiting for them in that bottom lane. Shook, binding connects, he kicks back Senkuk. Dark Shield wasn't there in time, and then dodges with the safeguard. H2K running back towards their own base. Hexagon made him on Promiscu, pops the quickness. There's the stopwatch from Maxwell on Promiscu. He's just trying to get away from this. The flash, Sheriff gets taken out. The Whirling Death won't connect onto Promiscu as well. Maxwell can't quite land the final tank to that Cloud Drake.
No, he was not.
Get it for his team.
That dropped the ball with the objective control. You know, when you speak to him, the dragon fell. And he's the jungler. It's his responsibility, Medic, to have control over that objective.
He lost the tower as well in the top lane.
No.
I mean, they're trading 2 towers.
The shot calling is going all over the shop. Misfits. They're falling apart.
Going to be able to get the inhibitor tower and probably the inhibitor up here on the top side. You can see Promiscu trying to see if he can engage, but no flash, no ult from him ground, and then get killed as you escape. You run clucking off into the distance, and Senkuk's, he's going to be the first step here as H2
to spawn. And then once that objective is available, then we should see the game start to speed up a lot more in terms of starting to close. But when the Draven is this far ahead, when the Camille is this strong, and when Yasuo is going for a 2v1.
Maxwell gets shoved. That's just beautiful. Up towards the top side. Mickey X trying to catch out Promiscu as well. He's got no one to dodge to, no dance partner for him. He dances to his grave. Maxwell on a rampage, 4-0-5.
And the Baron's players.
What is it? What's changed for you? And I love Senkuk's answer yesterday because he said, it's just hard work. We work hard as a team. We find catches in the jungle.
Baron is now going to be 2-man to fight the Misfits squad. 3 members are just hanging around the jungle, trying to zone away the rest of H2K. But this should be a pretty easy secure. And Misfits now on track to get this LP.
It's so much on Promiscu. Promiscu has to make
Here we go.
That's exactly what he's going to do. Lands the charm onto Hans Summerbell. Alfari is that tanky front line. Smitty J gets shredded on the back. Hansama with the kill. Here comes Senkux as well. H2K run for the wins, but Senkux feels the winds of war as he chases in. There's the last breath, and Shook has to flash, but Maxlaw manages to get the kill on the backline. Misfits cleaning house in the H2K base.
H2K tried to go for one last fight. They knew that the game was likely over as Misfits all baroned up, all ready to go, siege through the mid lane, and have the Nexus set to secure themselves another win.
5-0 is shortly to become 6-0, still undefeated Misfits, but yet to play the best team here in Europe. G2 are waiting in a couple of weeks' time, but for now, Misfits go 6-0.